Greetings. I want to thank you so much for tuning in another edition of Life Knocks. My name is Pierre Walters, and what I want to talk to you about on this particular episode is this incredible book that my good friend Miles Franklin showed me. It's called Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff, and it is just this book really it changes the way you look at pitches. All right, I can tell you in my line of work, I have to basically make a pitch every single time I want a new project. If I want business, I've got to go out there and I have got to pitch. And we do that through consultations. We do that through writing proposals. We do that through continuous client feedback. I mean, it is a process, but it's all designed basically to present a pitch in a manner that won't fail, and the client will accept it and will be in business. And what's interesting is that this book takes it and it totally flips it on its head. Because for years, as when I've been in situations where I would need to pitch something, I would almost approach it as a sort of a form of rejection control. So basically, I would spend a lot of my time trying to have different, I guess, excuses, really, just different responses, different ways to counteract the rejection of a potential client. So, for example, if I say we've got this fantastic video and it's going to cost $50,000, and the client says, we can't afford that. We want to do $40,000, and why don't you just use our camera people, or something stupid like that. I would try to have a sort of a response for that prepared, where I would say something to the effect of, we would like to use your camera people, but there's no way for us to be held accountable for them. So if we're not held accountable for those people, how can we guarantee the quality of the work? Now that might be a good response, but ultimately all I'm doing is just trying to counteract a form of rejection. And what this book really teaches is that that's not the key. The key to a successful pitch is figuring out how to appeal directly to what Oren calls the croc brain, which is sort of the primal brain that we all have, that sort of primal animal instinct. Do I like you or do I not like you? Am I afraid of you or can I dominate you? That kind of thing. And what I learned in this was that when you get into a situation where you're going to pitch something, you are looking at the buyer, the potential client, as someone who has power, as someone who is the prize. This is the person that you want to win over. And so, a mixture of charm and intrigue and to try to win this person over. But you know what? That's not really how to do it. According to Oren Klaff, and I got to tell you, I really believe this. According to Oren Klaff, the way to do it is that you've got to recognize that you are the prize. You are the prize. I am the prize. And to me, this is mind-blowing, okay? When you walk into a meeting, what is it that they have? Money. Chances are that's virtually the only thing that the client has that you're interested in. Money. And money is a commodity. I never thought about it this way, but it really is. You can get money anywhere. I mean, it's not like they're the only people in the world that have money. Money is everywhere. You can get it anywhere doing virtually anything. So money is a commodity. So really, they're not the prize. You are, because there's only one of you. There's only one you. And when you realize that you're the prize, then what you do is that changes the way that you approach the situation. It changes the way that you view that potential client. Because really what's happening is you are trying to find out, is this client going to be the kind of customer that I want to have? Because there's only one of me. And while they may want to feel like they're in a position of power because they've got the money, ultimately they're really not. They're at the mercy of the vendors. They are at the mercy of what value they can get for that money. You see? And if their goal is to spend as little as possible, then guess what? That's not something that you can compete on. Now, if your goal is to make as little as possible, then fine, go right ahead. But I've long since come to the realization that I'm not much interested in playing the price game. I really am not, because it's just a race to the bottom is all it is. I mean, you can't compete on price. You really can't, not in this day and age, because you always find somebody cheaper. The only way that you can compete is on value, okay? And not the value of the service, the value of you, the person that's to be held accountable for the service. Because it could be the same exact service somebody else provides, but what makes you special, what makes you different? And it's you. So when you realize that you're the prize, you are the prize, it changes things. It really does. So now when I walk into a meeting, when I walk into a situation where I have to pitch something, I recognize, wait a second, these are my ideas. These ideas are valuable. Only I can generate these ideas. Okay? And if these people want my ideas, they need to pay my price. If they want my ideas and are not willing to pay my price, no deal. If they don't want my ideas but are willing to pay my price, then really, is that the kind of relationship that I want to be in, where my ideas aren't valued? What are they even paying for? So really, you want a customer that sees you as value, that sees you as the exclusive prize item, that you have something that nobody else has. And if they purchase your goods, if they decide to be your customer, it's because through you, their money has the most power. What is it that everybody wants? Power. Clients, they want power, okay? I mean, let's just be absolutely honest. When two people are in a room, the person with the most powerful will wins, okay? Any interaction, any social situation with two or more people, the person with the will, okay, that is able to dominate the other person, as well as the person that walks out of the room having succeeded in that particular situation. And that's ever more present in meetings and in pitch situations. Your objective is to walk into that meeting and to be the indomitable will, to be the will that will not be dominated. Okay? Taking it a step further, it's to be the force that can influence and encourage and motivate and inspire that other person's will. Dominating is a critical word, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, if you manage to inspire your customer, if you manage to motivate your customer, you are in a position of power. You are giving them something that they did not have prior to that meeting. So now when I go into meetings, I focus on inspiring my customers. I focus on motivating those customers. I do so because it places me in a position of value and in a position of power as opposed to weakness. And through me, if their money is spent through me, their money is achieving maximum power, maximum value. And that's what's important, because what they want to do with that money is they want that money to be as powerful as, because a dollar bill is not a very powerful thing. Okay? I mean, think about it this way. $2,000 you can use that to buy a computer. You can use it to buy an awful computer, or you can use it to buy a powerful computer. You can walk into an Apple store and buy an iMac that'll probably last you for a very long time and be just a fantastic product, or you can walk into some other store and buy some other run-of-the-mill PC that may or may not last you as long, okay? So now that depends on how you look at value and how you regardless of how you see Apple, whatever, that's not my point. My point is that the money can be poorly spent or powerfully spent. And you want to say to your client, to your potential customer, that guess what? Through me, your money has power. That's what you want to say. So it was just a very interesting thing that I learned, and I wanted to share that with you. It's something that I'm learning. I'm trying to incorporate in my own business dealings, because really that's where we're at right now. We're at that point right now where we need to be able to speak to customers, to clients, and allow them the opportunity to make maximum value, maximum power, maximum impact with the money that they have available. So anyway, that's what I want to talk to you guys about on this particular episode. I think it's a fantastic book. It's called Pitch Anything. Go ahead and go on Amazon and buy it. I normally do not endorse products. I mean, why would I do that? But I really think this is something that, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to read this. If you're in a position where you have to sell or pitch, your ideas need to gain market, then you need to read this book. It has changed my life. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks again. This is Pierre Walters. I'm the director and senior producer of Blue Artists. And if you don't know Blue Artists is, first and foremost, visit us online, blue-artists.com. Secondly, Blue Artists is an incredible team of producers with one goal, and that is to work with you, to work with artists, business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders of organizations, to work with them to engage their audience, okay, in a way that empowers them, in a way that makes them hungry, okay? Because we believe that an engaged audience is a hungry audience, and an inspired audience is an audience that is waiting for your next product. Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon. If you like what you see and you want to be a part of our ongoing conversation, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please visit our daily blog at www.blue-artists.com.